Back with another video. Shout out to Red Supreme. I was listening to his chat. His chat was hot fire. He was breaking down the video. I'm kind of sitting like around NC State's campus right now in the shade, chilling. It's fucking hot out here. But anyway, I just wanted to put something out here real quick. I've been doing a lot of streams this weekend, so y'all get some good content out of me. So make sure y'all check the Cash App out. But hope y'all have a weekend. Got some really good work done. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about is basically Red Supreme is breaking down a video of a typical female that has a problem with Kevin Samuels. Basically she's talking about how like a 17-year-old, I don't know if it's her cousin, whatever, whatever, is talking about she don't know if she could keep a man because she's not a high value woman, and she asked where she got that from, and she said she got it from Kevin Samuels, and basically she wants to use that as a jumping off point to basically try to say how Kevin is toxic and Kevin's making women feel insecure. Fuck the 10 years of plastic surgery, fuck the, Instagram, fuck, YouTube, fuck social media, fuck all that. None of that is contributing to why these women are insecure as fuck. Fuck OnlyFans, fuck, this money, fuck these women ain't telling them shit. None of that matters. What matters is Kevin Samuels. That's what she wants to talk about. And, Red showed her, she's got like basically a typical blonde weave that she's twisting in her hair, because she's one of these females that can only feel feminine when she's got blonde weave, which is obviously a sign of social mental illness. That's what I call them, social mental illnesses. Popcorn, popping the bubble gum, talking with the typical ghetto kind of ghetto tonality. It's the hood rat baby mama tonality. So, and I'm not even trying to play her. I mean, go to Red shit right now, and eventually he's playing the clip, so you'll hear it, exactly what that is. So, this is what I wanted to kind of break this down. The reason why I put up, low IQ points, the reason why I put up low IQ in Kevin is because I want to give you all some insight. I don't like to use the word game, so insight. I want to give y'all some insight to how stupid some of y'all are, both black men and black women that don't like Kevin. One of the things, and why do I want to do this, is because one of the things she said, which I'm not saying to be an expert, she was just running off at the mouth, and when people feel some type of way, this is when they're generally not operating at their peak critical thinking skills. So, she made a stupid comment saying that Kevin wouldn't say this to a white woman on a constant basis, because obviously Kevin has said shit to white women. I refer you to Fresh and Fit. I refer you to a point where white women left. I refer you to Fresh and Fit. I refer you to the Tommy Lauren video. I mean, I refer you to multiple white women have called in by now. Some of them, they've got money. Some of them they don't. And he gives them just as much smoke. If anything, Kevin actually gives white women actually a little bit more smoke than he actually gives like the average black woman it calls. And that really doesn't get talked about enough. Yeah, if you in here and you can hear, press 1. Make sure you all make your presence known. My thing is that this is what you all don't understand. And this is why black people being such consumers of social media is not the greatest thing. Okay, I just want to make sure y'all can hear me, because I know people can get this on the replay. This is how dumb a lot of you all are that hate Kevin. And I'm going to say specifically black women, because then there's a purpose, or women in general. YouTube is a business. This is what she said. She said YouTube was owned by a white woman. She said, well, yeah, because, I think a white woman owns YouTube. And I'm like, so you're making content on a platform. I'm not saying you got to know what everybody that owns like a platform. But none of these platforms are really privately owned like that. That's first thing. So for you to say that, it's like, I don't mean to get hung up. I don't like when people get hung up on like little things, because that doesn't get around the point. But this just goes to show you she doesn't know what the fuck. She doesn't even understand the platform that she's on. To her, it's just some shit that's there, and because it's simple that she can use it from her phone, or she can turn her camera on because you got a laptop, she can do it and use it to talk her shit. It's the same thing what these motherfuckers do with Clubhouse. But this is what I want you all to understand. And this is actually what inspired me to actually do this video. This is what y'all don't get. YouTube is a business. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, YouTube is owned by Google, which is technically it's Alphabet. Yeah, technically it's Alphabet because they changed it, but for simplicity's sake, it's Google. And yeah, and but that's not even the most relevant thing. What you have to understand is Google is an advertising platform. That's what a social network essentially is. That's the business model of social networks, are to be advertising platforms. And what is the point of an advertising platform? It is to sell advertising. So the social things to get people on here, to stay on here, whatever Google's algorithm, YouTube algorithm, how Facebook's algorithm chooses to do it, it's all with the focus of that goal. I mean, I know most of you all know this. Yeah, exactly. And even still, yeah, exactly. And a CEO, and this is going to be important because this is just to go to show you, because she wants to bring in that pro black shit into it. So this is why this is important. At the end of the day, Kevin has a female audience. Like the women that are watching his channel, people that are watching his channel for the most part at this point are more women than men. So so you got to think about it. Kevin has a 2 to 3 hour show, a 2 to 3 hour show a 2 to 3 hour show in which he is driving live viewers. When you all see live viewers on even the lower level channels like my channel and stuff, you all go back and see what my view count is. You all know that's like multiple times. That's multiple times the view count. Because live viewers are more applicable to TV, so they have a greater value. Because those people are consistently watching a live. You're keeping live viewers do a better job at keeping the audience on YouTube. This is why they show ads. This is why they show ads during the live broadcast. So my point is, then on top of that, all demographics are not created equal. Women are a more important demographic to advertisers than men because it's easier to get money out of women. So at the end of the day, you can sell more products to women. So therefore, you can basically monetize that more. So that's stuff that they can kind of take to like companies and whatever. So as far as revenue. So when you look at somebody like Kevin Samuels, take away the fact that the dudes are donating super chat. Fuck the fact that, by the way, dudes are donating in the super chat, and that's 30% YouTube is taking from all them donations. So we're not even talking about that. But I'm just talking about the advertising revenues. That Kevin's getting paid a little bit off of that, but content creators don't get paid nowhere near the kind of money versus the money that YouTube is able to generate off of them by selling advertising. So you have a channel that basically targets at least at this point, the female demographic, because this channel wasn't always like that. The female demographic. And then you see that it's the more that they promote his channel, the more it's growing. YouTube is going to push that, not because they give a fuck about Kevin, but because Kevin is making them money. That's the first thing. The second thing, and this is what's really important, that's just setting the table. What's really important, get them likes up, is why you females are fucking dumb. It's because one thing that I don't pretend to be an expert on algorithm, because there's a lot of things about the algorithm everybody doesn't know. Even certified YouTube people don't know. But what people will tell you is, if your name is one thing with these hashtags, is these hashtags allows YouTube to kind of gauge the trendingness of a certain particular person or the clout of a particular person, which makes them give authority to certain videos. So if they see that every time Kevin Samuels is mentioned in a hashtag, or that at Kevin Samuels is mentioned, and they see those videos do well, and they see that those videos do kind of within somewhat of a range to what his channel does, they're going to promote those videos. This is why you got dudes that are making channels just off of showing Kevin Samuels' most roasted moments or beast mode moments. This is why you got people that don't know nothing about YouTube actually actually building channels that are passing me, and these people just threw up a channel talking about Kevin constantly. This is true for Tommy Sotomayor to a lesser extent. This is even true for Love Dorsey, and Love Dorsey ain't even on YouTube. If you look at a lot of videos that love people do about Love Dorsey where they directly mention her name or she's in the title, those videos tend to do well, and YouTube are going to promote those videos. That's what the algorithm is doing, that for the YouTube as a business, which is why I keep saying Love Dorsey need to bring her ass on there. You see the same thing with Kwame Brown, and Kwame Brown does not necessarily speak to a female audience. But a female audience is technically a little bit more important as a demographic as far as getting money out of them. So YouTube does put priority on that. And so here's another thing. So YouTube doesn't delineate women making videos hating Kevin. They can say Kevin is everything under the sun, but what YouTube is looking at is how many clicks, what's the impression click-through rate, which is extremely high for Kevin or anything Kevin's mentioned. Which is click-through rate is how many times you see a video versus how many times you click on it. It's that ratio. So if you see something in your homepage and all those videos, obviously you don't click on all of them, so that's like an impression. You saw it. Versus how many times did you actually click on it. That's one indicator. Another indicator is the like to not like ratio. Even videos that say I hate Kevin Samuels and Kevin Samuels is the devil, because people that typically listen agree with that commentary, they like it. It's still registering as when Kevin Samuels mentioned a video is like. Even it doesn't matter the content. And then YouTube is so smart, the algorithm can actually listen to how many times Kevin is mentioned verbally. Even if I don't this is why some people come into this chat, if they hear me talk about Kevin too many times, even if I don't put his name in the chat or I don't tag it. We're not even talking about tagging shit too, which you don't see for Kevin Samuels. So they see all of this. They're seeing all of this, and they're seeing also that people are actually coming onto YouTube, which is probably one of the most biggest indicators. They're coming onto YouTube because of Kevin Samuels. People that weren't on the platform are coming onto the platform. So even if you hate Kevin Samuels, that doesn't matter, because the way YouTube is looking at it, YouTube is looking at Kevin Samuels equals money for our target demographic, which is women. And they know black women buy a hell of a lot of shit. So black women are extremely a key demographic. So we may see it as male media, but that's not how YouTube really sees it. YouTube is seeing that women are mainly the ones watching this and they're mainly the ones talking about it. And there's dudes too, and they have their place, but from a business standpoint, this is their target demo. So it doesn't matter. That white woman is not going to care, even if Kevin checks white women, because at the end of the day, that drives views. Now, we often talk about the political angle of it, but the reality is they're not depressing channels that's driving that type of traffic. They're depressing channels that, quite frankly, they're not monetized. They're not making no money anyway. They're not doing anything anyway. And they're just really using the platform as to upload videos to run their mouth. And there is no real financial value. And then they're also looking at, well, if people duplicate what Kevin's doing, that's going to be increased revenue and engagement for them in their platform. So why I say all that to say this, you dumb bitches and you dumb niggas are promoting Kevin. You are promoting Kevin more than I am. That's the funny thing about it, because for the most part, I don't put Kevin in my tags. Because I'm doing live streams. So I don't do uploads. So I'm not really tagging my videos like that. Yeah, I'm not putting Kevin in my tags. I'm generally not, link talking. I generally talk around him. You all are promoting him a hell of a lot more than I am. When you make a video saying Kevin Samuels is toxic, you are putting him in the title. You're talking about him. Chances are he's in the description. Chances are you're in front of video. Chances are you're tagging it. And then a lot of these women are using hate Kevin videos, because hating Kevin is a clout chasing market. Think about that Kevin Samuels exposed video. That shit promoted Kevin as well. Because at the end of the day, people are still talking about him. And that's the beauty of social media. They know, love it or hate it, you're still going to talk about it, because you're a consumer, because you're stupid, because your IQ is not where it needs to be. Because you don't understand that you need to I'm talking about the men too now. You all need to take a deep fucking breath. You niggas dream about Kevin Samuels. You niggas dream about that dude's demise. You are like, this is how Donald Trump actually made it to the presidency. This is how he went from not really being serious to actually blowing the Republicans out. Promotion. You all are dumb. You don't understand that. And this is why I say your IQ ain't there. I could tell you this dumb shit and you're still gonna do it because you're stupid. People like to say, like Obsidian and them and Bernard and them would say certain things need to be said behind the scenes. No, it doesn't, because you're dumb. And by the way, to take this outside of like this business, like in internet marketing, with people that sell courses that are like $2,000, $500, whatever, they know 80% of the people are not going to use the course. It doesn't matter how good the course is, because they know a lot of people don't take action. That may not have to do with they're dumb, they don't take action. And that is what it is. That's human nature. But, you know, people know that they can sell you shit you don't need because they know you'll buy it because you're dumb. And why am I using this language? Why am I saying it this way? This sounds harsh. Which anybody use, like, it's because what I need you all to understand is, compared to like back in the day versus now, people today are weak-minded. And social media is proving that. You are like going back all the way back to the beginning. You know, one of the things that she said that annoyed me is that you're young, you don't know yourself. You got bitches that are 40 years old that don't know themselves. And that's not, I'm not talking about a minority. A lot of black women are about 10 to 15 years, like, their age, their emotional age is like 10 to 15 years behind their actual age, their physical age. And this is true for black men as well, by the way. Because, and I'm not trying to jump on people. I get you wear what you wear, but when you got dudes that they're like 40 or north of 40 or 50 and they're wearing clothes that's like what dudes in their 20s wear, like that, I mean, okay, whatever. Do what you want to do, but come on. And I'm going to leave it at that. Some niggas are going to get mad about that, but whatever. And yeah, O'Shea kind of redirected the conversation about the bondage, but O'Shea had a damn good point when he said a lot of dudes be wearing do-rags outside like that shit's a hairstyle in and of itself. And that's not what do-rags were supposed to be for. But those are generally not the niggas talking about bitches with bonnets, though. That's one thing O'Shea failed to mention. Shout out to O'Shea, though. But anyway, my point is, I could tell you this shit, and most of y'all are still going to do it. Y'all are going to do it because you don't know how to not do it. It's just like telling somebody about eating and stuff like that. It's going to make you fat, and you're going to do it anyway. You don't know how to not do it. You just don't. Because that's how zombie-like most people are. And this is not just black people. This is, but black people tend to have a lot of insecurity issues. So my point is, you got women, oh, well, she's 17 years, she don't know something. Here's the truth. The truth is that a lot of you the reason why Kevin is able to get to where he was able to get to, part of it is the men, but a bigger part of it is the women. And the reason why is because Kendra G, and I'm talking about the Kendra G that Kevin Winnie got involved in Instagram, just to make sure I'm not confusing that with Crimson Cure. You all suck at life advice. You all have no answers for these women. You really don't. Like, these women are asking you questions and you deflect. That she deflected hard. You don't even know yourself why you're saying that. You didn't give her no advice. You deflected and then decided to make a video upset that Kevin basically put a thought in that woman's head that she decided because she trusts you to ask you about it. And once you heard Kevin, you just couldn't handle it. So you basically decided to make a YouTube video. And this is a female that's got blonde weave, twisting the bullshit, and popping fucking bubble gum. Yeah, you're right. She's not a high value woman because she's following your dumb ass. She's modeling herself off a bitch like you. Newsflash: any bitch with blonde weave, not even like 0.000 with the 0.00000 exception to that rule, 99.999% of y'all are not high value. Especially if you got the weave on here and you all are sitting there twisting it because you all feel feminine when you have it. You all mentally are not there. Point blank, period. I'm not going to say every woman will weave, but understand, black women that wear blonde weave, that's a different type of category. I don't give a fuck if it's a hairstyle. I don't give a fuck about how you feel. When you're twisting it like that, that tells me that you don't feel feminine without it. That's a tell. That's a body language response. And women like that, they don't like how they look. So a big thing is confidence. And not bravado, not this fake machismo that y'all have. Not like that confidence a lot of Hispanics be having until a black man, they Latin woman doing choosing signals. Then that shit gets popped like a balloon. We're not talking about that. We're talking about actual, real, tangible, authentic confidence. And most black women don't have it. They have what's called bravado. They have like a lot of that masculine machismo. So my point is, you all suck. Like, this is why I share women like Love Dorsey. This is why, even though I don't agree with a lot of what Danica Marie says, I will say she probably can give these women better advice than most. I'll even give the Six Goddess that, even though Six Goddess got matriarchal tendencies. Like, because I can actually take out what I don't agree and say, okay, is this person able to put this person from point A to point B? And rate it just off of that. But most of you bitches, y'all want to be life coaches to get some social media following because women are on this bitch a lot more, which is another reason why women tend to grow easier. And all y'all want to talk about makeup and shit. Y'all lives are fucking trash. Pink Book Lessons is a good one. I'll give her that. Crimson Cure. I mean, we got people, you know, Melody, you know, like shit. We got people in here. The Shell, hell, shout out to Classic Ruby. But so there are women that can give good advice. Love Dorsey, good, you know. But the reality is, most of you bitches are stupid. Most of you bitches, the women that's asking you for help has a better life than you do. And you all are listening to these dumb bitches because the shit sound good, and then y'all turn around. That's why I can't wait for David Carroll to drop that video, because I'm curious of who that chick was that was talking about her mom. Because black women never say, bitch, you gave me bad advice. And women know a lot of these chicks be giving bad advice because they don't like to take it a lot of times because they like the politic around it because they know women have different intentions on giving advice. It's not necessarily for the betterment of people, of the person they're giving it to. A lot of it is a setup. I'm talking about melody. I'm not talking. When I say melody, Ty City, I'm talking about the melody that's a scientist. You don't know her because you're not in our space. But she's on BGS Igmore, and she's on she does videos with Crimson Cure. So I'm not talking about the melody. The Game Changer is always sharing her lives. That's not who I'm talking about, dude. So you know, before you start having your like opinions, no, like I told you, the spaces I typically deal with are people that are actually intelligent. So anyway, my point is that you got females out here that are dumb. And they don't know who they are. They're like 15 years regret. So if they're 30, they're like 15. If they're 40, they're like 25. And not even a smart 25. And Kevin is able to blow up because, quite frankly, you bitches have failed. You have failed. And these women have seen that you failed. These women see that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And they see the consequences of not know what the fuck you're talking about. And they're trying to go to the source. And it ain't just Kevin. It's the same thing with Jason Black, too. They asked Jason Black. It's just Jason Black mad because he didn't pop off. A big reason Jason Black didn't pop off is because Jason Black, the white supremacy talk, intermixed into it, and they're not going to promote that. They're not. That's why they're coming to a lot of these people. It's because they're dumb. They're so dumb, they don't know how dumb they actually are. It's like being a Scientologist and you were completely miseducated because you were raised with only what they told. They told you how to read, write, and count, and then everything else was out of whatever book they told you about. And then you get, like, if you ever look at that Scientology Layer Remnant Aftermath, and you see how when these people leave the church, these motherfuckers saying the only thing I knew how to do was read, write, and count, and that's it. And I didn't even know what a fucking bank was. That's how fucking out there they are. And these are adults. These are like 25, some of them 35, 40-year-olds. That's how a lot of you females are out here moving in the real world, and it's just nobody's telling you because they can take advantage of you because this is a competitive society. So nobody's really incentivized to tell you what's up. But why would you? This is why when you have non-black friends and you all say the dumb shit you all say, if you notice, if you got that one non-black friend, y'all a female, she gets quiet, that's because she doesn't agree with your dumb ass. But she's not going to tell you that because you can't be told shit. So why should she get her head bit off because you're too fucking stupid to realize 1 + 1 ain't 7? No. She's going to be like, you know, she's my friend, so maybe she'll figure it out. Maybe she won't. That is what it is. And she'll go take the men that you think belong to you anyway. And then meanwhile, you're blaming everything but what's actually right in front of you, which is, you know, with a mirror. The reason why in every 12-step program, the first step is to accept accountability, because that is the only way you can actually resolve a problem, is to accept that you have the power to change it. Yeah, Logic. Yeah. The woman I'm talking about, Melody, she is a scientist, and she's in the space. And even though she's a scientist, she's very real chick. Very real chick. Spiritual whistleblower. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. The problem, okay, let me tell you this about Love Dorsey. Here's my thing. A lot of you niggas, all you see, everything, most of y'all, what y'all saw was, oh, this chick looks like a ratchet. I don't need to see nothing else. And to keep it all the way 100, you niggas react to her the same way a lot of these bitches react to Kevin. Have you all ever actually sat down and watched one of her lives from start to finish? Same thing Kevin be asking. Have y'all ever actually done that? Y'all need to understand, some of y'all have been listening to me for years. Do you really fucking believe that I would share somebody that quote unquote looks like that if there wasn't some substance there? Have you all, out of all of the females that you all have seen me talk about, when have I ever told you all to listen to a woman that actually looks like that? So again, I'm sorry if you niggas can't look past how a bitch looks. I'm sorry about that. Because there's a lot of, because I understand something. When I say, like, see, none of y'all flinch when I talk about Marshawn Lynch. Kids say some real shit on finances. None of y'all flinch when I talk about Runway Billionaire that's got tattoos on his face. And a lot of y'all will actually go Pookie and Ray Ray on my ass if I start judging y'all. If I start judging y'all the way y'all judge her, this is where a lot of these educated lame Pookie and Ray Ray wars came from. A lot of you niggas got in your feelings about, and it ain't all Pookie or all street dudes doing this. A lot of y'all are niggas that y'all are upset because y'all are mad that a woman like that didn't choose you or didn't give you the pussy. So therefore, you all just see that and y'all see rejection. So therefore, y'all just have a natural reaction. And look, everything ain't for everybody. Just like how everybody don't like Kevin, so you got Kwame Brown. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, I've always told you all, I'm more in the middle. I don't sit there and necessarily judge. I don't judge. Look, man, I judge on what comes out your mouth. I've been very consistent with that. I'm not taking shots. I'm keeping it 100. You may see it as a shot, but I'm not even looking at some of y'all names. I'm just looking. Yeah, I at A to Z TV. Yeah, I checked that out. I checked out a couple of her videos. I like a couple of her videos. But my point is, facts are facts. I don't give a fuck whose mouth it comes out of. See, for y'all, that's not true. For me, that's true. For y'all need the shit to be packaged in a certain way. When you're moving in the real world in real time, sometimes shit doesn't come in the package that you want it to come in, but you need to deal with what you need to deal with. So that is what that is. But my point is, my point to this is, Love Dorsey gives better advice than both 99% of these bitches on YouTube. That's my main point. And so my point is that most of these women fucking suck. They don't know what they're talking about. And they basically send these women into the real world. Like, even with that 17-year-old. Like, if I were to sit that female down and I ask her about credit, I ask her about, things that have nothing to do with keeping a man. Nothing to do with that. Just to see what she's been taught. And this is the main thing I want to really talk about. Well, not the main thing, but the thing I'm going to close with is, I promise you, she don't know shit. Why? Because these women are maintaining these kids like animals, like you would maintain a pet. They're not raising these kids. And that's why these kids don't know shit, which is, by the way, something Love Dorsey actually talked about. These kids don't know shit. You tell them they don't know shit because you don't know shit. And they're surrounded, just like how these dudes don't know shit, they're surrounded by bitches that don't know shit. And y'all get upset, and this is for feminine fancy too. Y'all get upset that how dare a man that's 51 years old that has a daughter, but he hates black women, but his only child is a daughter. He hates black women, but he married his high school sweetheart who was a black woman. He hates black women, but he still has cordial relationships with both of his ex-wives who are black women. Even I didn't know that Steal Your Wife gate that happened with Kevin. I didn't know that was Six Goddess. I didn't know that was her. So apparently the quote unquote Steal Your Life gate, again, dark-skinned black woman, but he hates black women. And when people say, oh, well, you hate black women, you notice how when black men talk about black women, like when we address what they say about us, we don't sit there and just say they're bashing. We actually break down those arguments like Count Dooku. We basically fence them down with precision. Black women can't do that because they say we're bashing because they know what we're saying is true. We know what they're saying usually has no points. And when it has a point, we say it. When it doesn't, we show that it's a lie. But only thing they know how to do is say we're bashing, because at the end of the day, they know a lot of what we say is true. They know 80-90% of shit we say is true. They just don't like it, so they call it bashing. And they know they don't have the critical thinking skills and IQ points necessary to break down our arguments. They can't beat our arguments. Fuck Kevin, I'm talking about with anybody. So they call it bashing because that's just a way of them crying rape. Because they want attention. And that's the truth. And again, the irony to this is they don't fucking understand that they are directly responsible for Kevin having as many subscribers. Kevin is going to get, I would love for Kevin to get to 1 million subs and tell his haters, thank you. I would love for him to say that, because his haters are at least 40% responsible for why Kevin is where he is. Because all these clubhouses, all of y'all watching videos, even if you're not watching a Kevin Samuels video on his channel, you are still helping him. You stupid fucks don't understand that. And it's amazing to me. It's amazing. Let me tell you, I'm going to end this video with this. This is a secret that people use to hustle goofies when it comes to making money online. This is like a gray hat secret. There's a niche called a niche that's growing called the anti-MLM niche. Now the anti-MLM niche, a lot of it is authentic. Like, these are people that they think, MLMs are scams, and they want to help the market. Some of them are better than others, but what a lot of people don't know, this is a secret thing, is whenever you type in a particular MLM company or affiliate marketing company, people like to type in, and I tend to not do this because I just don't want to do it, because I reserve the right to do it. I'm not going to say it's not ethical, but I just don't like doing it. But anyway, they'll say, oh, this scam, or this exposed. They do that because they know a lot of people are going to type in, is this a scam, is this exposed? And that's a way to get easy clicks on YouTube as far as people watching your business. Because when people are doing make money online niches, they're not necessarily doing it to grow a YouTube channel. They're doing it to get access to people searching for in the Google search engine or the Google algorithm in order to get clicks. So that's why those channels tend to not be big, because they're not really building a YouTube channel. That's not the purpose of doing that. That's not the real purpose of doing that. So anyway, my point is that that's a quick and easy way to get like people to click to watch your opportunity. But a lot of but what people don't say about the anti-MLM shit is a lot of people, like, I do affiliate marketing. See, I can bash I can bash MLM all day, every day. And you notice how I said bash, because technically that is what it is, because a lot of what people say about MLM is not accurate. If you all have any issues with MLM, go type in Tim Sales, and he actually breaks down the business models compared to other things, and breaks down a lot of the questions people have, like, in a very thorough way. That's not my point to sell you MLM. My point is, I know a lot of you niggas are gonna have an emotional reaction to multi-level marketing, network marketing. I know that me saying those words triggers an emotional reaction. That's how strong it is. So I know that if somebody's interested in making money, all I gotta say is, oh, this ain't an MLM, and start bashing MLM, and then present whatever bullshit, which I don't present bullshit, but let's say what I did present was bullshit. Automatically, you're gonna view affiliate marketing in a better light. And you're going to see me as a trustworthy source just because you have these natural issues with MLM and you don't even understand why you have it. Most of y'all that's watching me have never even joined an MLM, but just because people have promoted how much they hate MLM, that allows me to slide in the back end and say, hey, you know, we want to make money, but you know, the MLMs, they fuck you over, they lie to you, they make you spend all this money. Let me break down how they make you spend all this money, but only the people make money. You know, all the trigger words. And you all are going to eat that up. You all will not question a motherfucking thing I'm saying because you all are too busy indulging with the hatred of multi-level marketing to even fully evaluate what I'm talking about. And so let me tell you about what really works, what the big wigs aren't really telling you. Let me tell you the secret to how to really make money from home. Blah, 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 blah. Insert Forex, insert Bitcoin, insert whatever I'm doing. And I know, I can get plenty of sales with that. Now I refuse to do that because number one, I'm not desperate for sales, but number two, I just don't feel like doing it. But a lot of the people that I affiliate with, they do that. And I'm talking about younger dudes, and they get paid off of that shit. They get paid off of that shit like a motherfucker. Because if you say ain't no MLMs, this ain't an MLM, motherfuckers fall for that shit like bitches fall for swag. And I'm talking about niggas too. And there's other trigger words too. You talk about that self-love, self-help, emotionality shit. That shit tends to God and bless and magical shit. That shit tends to work on black women really well as well. You know, you add in some proof that you're making money. Oh, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And so whenever you type, so if you notice, when you type in scam, they always tell you, scam, then say, this is what the real shit is. And niggas fall for that all the time. Now, this is not to say that the shit is bullshit, but this is to say that just because somebody give you an opportunity doesn't mean they're actually giving you the skills and teaching you how to actually use that opportunity to actually make money. And this is where a lot of people fall off. Once you buy, they're nowhere to be found. They didn't actually have a training system in order to actually educate you on how to go about doing this, how to actually execute it. That's the game. Because at that point, it becomes personal responsibility. See, I actually do that. I actually show you how to do the thing. And I mean step by step. But my point is, that is a lot what happens with Kevin. All these people that's talking about Kevin selling these hoes. Kevin's giving free consultations. These hoes are making you pay to tell you what you already want to believe. Think about that for a second. And most of these chicks that talk the most shit are the ones, there's actually a lot of these women are so fucking goofy and they don't understand their business. There's actually a free tool called Calendly.com, Calendly.com, or just type in Calendly with an I. Shout out to the interracial dating that apparently isn't going down in the South because black people are 55%. Shout out to that. A lot of y'all don't. Anyway, but my point is, you know, people don't understand that. And I'm about to go in a buffer zone, so I got to kill this real quick. People don't understand, boy, they out here. People don't understand that, you know, Calendly, shout out to Calendly.com, a free service as a paid service allows you to book appointments. They don't even do that. They're not even sophisticated with their business because all they're doing, they're hustling you. They're telling you what you want to hear. Cash apps, you know, and these women were doing cash apps way before dudes were. Cash apps in their Instagram, support me because I'm sharing thought pics. You know, like I may not doing straight thought, I'm doing soft shoe thought by throwing black love in there. Like they're hustling. And it's funny to me. Because they're black women, they can do no wrong. It's funny to me to see how fucking dumb some of y'all are. And see this, I usually keep a lot of this tucked in because some of y'all already don't like me. And if I would have really like y'all don't really want me to really like, I'm kind of like Darth Sidious with when he was Palpatine. Y'all really don't want me to you know, really pull out the Darth Sidious out. Because a lot of y'all would hate me, like for real. A lot of y'all would try to rob me. A lot of y'all, that's why I don't trust you niggas. A lot of y'all would really try to get at me. Because I would have y'all like, you know, dude like There Will Be Blood, Daniel's character. I will have y'all really wanting to do something to me for real. Like I know that. I really would. Because a lot of the little things that people like to try to use as excuses to make themselves not feel like losers. You know, a nigga's bitch broke. Shout out to Grinch. Nigga ain't got money. Nigga ain't this. See, if I were to remove all of those problems, because I'm willing to reveal how I'm really living, and then say, well, this is why your bitch ass ain't shit. It ain't gonna be shit. Once you have no excuses to run or excuses to say what a nigga ain't doing, a lot of y'all niggas, the hatred in you will activate. And I know because I've done it before. Niggas lose their mind and then they turn into brutes. Like to the point where you got to start popping people because the only thing they know how to do is fight at that point. Because you've removed all of the little excuses. So the only thing they got left is violence because that's the only way they know how to validate their manhood. Like straight like that. And a lot of these women, same thing. That's why you got women out here wanting to slice people's faces off, light-skinned women, because they hate themselves. The inner hatred. And I've seen it. I've seen it with a lot of these niggas, they be talking all this shit, but as soon as they start seeing a light-skinned nigga on a basketball court or in the NBA or in football doing the damn thing, these niggas, even though it's like a couple of these niggas here and there, these niggas start losing it. They start feeling some type of way and they want to act like they don't know why. I'm like, what? They want to start saying, fuck Steph Curry, blah, blah, blah. They want to get mad. And they're like, why are you mad? Like, so I can't play too? I can't win either? Niggas out here hating on Blake Griffin right now. Niggas hated, a big reason why niggas hated Kevin Durant was because Kevin Durant had the nerve to get with the Splash Brothers. I dare you as a dark-skinned nigga get with them light-skinned niggas. So that's really what was driving a lot of that. They could say what they want to say was the issue, but I know that was the real issue where a lot of niggas felt some type of way. Oh man, that nigga joined the super team. Well, LeBron did too. And you didn't have niggas losing it like that other than dudes that were typical LeBron haters. Kevin Durant didn't have haters like that until after he did that. This is the central part. Boy, they out here, man. Fuck them masks. Look at that. Ain't no mask to be found. They like the hell with that. We out here. He worked on that damn park for like a damn near a year. Yeah, I'm downtown. That's one thing I need to do. I need to get a GoPro and just do city tours. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got my seatbelt on, and you know what? I need to stop doing that, man, because these cops are down here, man. That's all I need is to get stopped. I hate that fucking seatbelt. Oh, yeah, I'm on one today. Make sure y'all get them likes up. We at 53. Let's get to like 80. And I'm not sitting there doing it just to be an asshole on a Sunday. I'm sitting here because a lot of y'all need to be shocked out of your bullshit. That's and when I say y'all, I ain't talking about like obviously y'all to subscribe to me. Y'all know I ain't talking about y'all, but you get what I'm saying. A lot of folks need to be shocked out of their own bullshit. A lot of y'all are so full of shit. Y'all don't. Bullshit is the water you're swimming in. That's all you know. And in sales world, they keep you in that state in order to keep on selling you stuff. This is why black people are the biggest consumers. So you would think black people are probably the biggest on the bullshit. So people sit here because people can't be told shit because people gotta be right. Church, a lot of things going on, man. Yeah, they didn't release those rules. I ain't got the vaccine yet, so I'm keeping my shit. Like I said, I ain't getting that vaccine till late. So yeah, so you got motherfuckers on TikTok, Clubhouse, all talking about Kevin. You think these algorithms are not monitoring that? Because they like, okay, we keep on pushing this dude, we gonna make money. Kevin's at 935. Man, Kevin to slow down maybe a little bit, but he gonna get to that million. But people say by the summer, it could be by this month, next month, but it's gonna happen. But my point is, niggas always, oh, Kevin, yo, daddy. I'm like, nigga, shut the fuck up, you bitch made nigga. How about you bring your ass up and see you say that to my face? Bang, bang, you ran away like a you ain't even got the kind of balls to get on the phone and say something to somebody's face verbally. Probably because you a fucking female and you ain't got no life. Like any bitch, like think about it, you got motherfuckers, so like people say, well, why you on YouTube? Well, I'm getting money. What are you doing? You on here listening to me. You on here listening to me about something you don't agree with on a Saturday night. What does that say about who you are? Yeah, we got 2 downtown parks, technically. One's like a dog park. Okay, I ain't missing no cash, no super chats. No, I'm saying nobody said nothing about Kevin's IQ. I'm talking about Kevin and the low IQ of y'all motherfuckers. Ed's back. Let's see what y'all got. That's what it is. And people be out here playing with y'all, but in real life, people ain't playing with y'all dumbasses. Y'all really out here thinking motherfuckers are playing with you. People are not playing with you. People may not be coming at you in your face, but they hustling you on the low. They you gonna serve. Whether you gonna serve by paying, whether you gonna serve by listening, whether you gonna even if you don't think you serving, you are going to serve. And a lot of people are sitting there lying to your ass, and it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, you listen to who the fuck you want to listen to. I don't give a fuck. Just like how a lot of people, I'm gonna bring up Tommy, just like a lot of people don't understand that Tommy only coming in this space to get market share. Shout out to Pablo. And you got people literally facilitating that because they want his approval. That shit is funny to me. But it is what it is. Because a lot of times you let shit go down, and then that way, because people, I'm not gonna sit here argue with you niggas. Yeah, these are some of the buildings. This shit, this is something that gentrification at work. That gentrification at work. Shout out to black families. Average at best. You ugly at best. How about that? That's the from makers of Average at Best comes a new series, Ugly at Best. Little Cup, as far as the power, because black people are stupid and black people don't care, like for the most part. When you look at, why does somebody have real estate or 1 million subs? Because that's what they value. Remember what I always tell you in this channel, it's about what you value. But even still, man, Dennis Sperling has real estate and all of that. And he say the same shit. But it's about what you value. That's the issue. It's about what you value. And they don't value, and the black people don't value the right shit. Red Supreme talked about that. then I'll make it legal. Shit. I'll make it exactly, and that's and that's honestly that was one of the most boss, like, and I was said in a Phantom Menace, that was one of the most boss statements I've ever heard. And honestly, that should be somebody's slogan. Then I'll make it legal. MLM are not shams, but it tends to show the worst of capitalism from those benefiting. Not really, man. Diaspora. And the truth is, like, one of the things about Tim Sales videos, because Tim Sales is an 8-figure earner in the business, military dude. He was in the special forces, so he's a dude that's got character. Let's say that. He broke it down. He compared one of the videos he did, and this is some of the shit I didn't even see. He compared MLMs, and this is a dude that's consulted for MLMs too, so he knows the corporate side. He compared MLMs to real estate brokers, which people have heard that, but he compared it to YouTubers. He compared it to insurance. He compared it to like multiple industries, and he compared the model to multiple industry models. Now I could do a whole video breaking all that shit down, but he really answered every question that people have, to the point where if you don't like it, well, you just got to say you just don't like it and it's just not for you. But you can't say, like, you literally cannot. Like, it's literally like if you went to court and you literally did this in court. The parks downtown are nice. Did some photo shoots. Yeah. Who said blah, blah, blah. Another viral video. He might get 2 mil, huh? I really don't care if a man has 1 million. I don't either. I mean, I was supporting Kevin when Kevin was talking about sales, and I was in his chat when he was doing his stuff. So nobody can't tell me shit, personally. Angry Man turned on Kwame too, like after he said Tommy should salute him a couple of days ago. Well, my thing is, how did he turn on Kwame Brown? Y'all answer me that, because I don't know. How did he turn on Kwame Brown? And I'll say this, I don't know if he did. That's just what you're saying. But if he did, then, I mean, I don't know what else y'all need to see. Because Kwame Brown and Kevin are two completely different people. Like, so we could say, I'll give you, okay, Kevin doesn't rub people the wrong way because a lot of y'all don't identify with him. I'll give you all that. Can you really say that about Kwame? Those are literally two opposite sides of the spectrum. I love gentrification. You ain't shit. He's an influence. It's enough in the black. Exactly. Some of these dudes are still all over the place. Clout chasing. Money chasers. No, but what I'm trying to do is people really need to understand this shit. God damn it. Yeah, they done redid Glenwood Avenue. Sundays be lit. Like, real talk, people be out here on Sundays. Like, because it's hot. I actually got my shirt off, real talk. That's why I went had a seatbelt on here. Yeah. No, definitely like diaspora, like straight up, because like definitely check out the whole channel, because I found him through the interview that Steven did. Like the white dude that does that, like basically breaks down the internet gurus. And see, this is the funny thing about me, Steven and CoffeeZilla, those white dudes. See, this is the game. I use them as a mechanism to understand and make money online niche. So all the up and coming players, all of the people, because see, when you find gurus or quote unquote gurus, people follow those people. And you can get under those people and actually get money off of, because that's a common interest. That's what a lot of people don't understand. And Kevin right now, the dating guru. So you can get other Kevin. That's like a growth hack. I just don't deploy that on this stuff. But understand that a lot of dudes, think about it. Kevin's talking about a high value man concept. Okay, I can't tell you how to be a high value man, but can I give you opportunity that may help you be a high earning man? And if you're a high earning man, you got control of your time freedom, then therefore all the other stuff like working out and all the other stuff you need, you can create. And it's easier to attract other people with money when you're making money yourself. See, people don't think about that. And then he said so yeah, Tim Sales explains a lot. He is all man, and he doesn't do it in a like condescending way. He just breaks it down. And he had this like virtual whiteboard, which is something I want. I've seen Billie Jean use it, and it's like it's very good, very good. Exactly, Will I R. But what I told you. It's what I told you. I told you, and I'm not even talking about him. I'm just talking about in general. People are full of shit. People are full of shit. Like they said, like black, and I'm not even talking about angry man, but I'm talking about what I've observed in this space as a whole. People will say they don't like some shit, or they'll say they have a problem, but I understand that problem is a mechanism. That problem is like a device, so they can start saying what the fuck they really feel. Just speak through that. I told you about that. Like I'm the main one that's told y'all about that shit. I told you that shit was happening. That generally sexual politicking, but it can be used in different ways. I told you. Look at all this shit. All this shit's brand new. See? Some of this shit caught fire like a long time ago. And this is not, I'm just saying, like, I don't always speak on this shit, but what I'm saying is, and I'm not even talking about Angry Man really, because Angry Man's got different calculations, because Angry Man is actually a content creator that actually has subscribers. So there's real money at stake with him. So I'm not even talking so much about him. I'm talking more so about, like a lot of the general audience, the gossipy niggas that do that shit and they ain't even getting no paper off of it. Smart board, yeah, them things are not cheap. Gentrification. First time I saw Kwame video, I knew he was a Kappa off rip. Kevin video, I knew he was yeah. And I understand why a lot of y'all may feel some type of way about Kevin's elitist kind of mindset sometimes, but I understand that, and that's necessary. Because it's necessary to establish a standard. Kevin saying is effeminate. He hides it better. You can tell raised by a single mom, and he's going to have. I mean, whatever. I mean, but the thing, I mean, he doesn't hide that. And one thing is, and I give credit with O'Shea this too. Folks are comfortable with themselves, and that's what authentic confidence is. You know, so I mean. But my point is, a lot of dudes feel some type of way, which makes them just as effeminate, that a black man that they don't sanction to them is getting attention from females. And David Carroll called that shit out months ago. And David Carroll is not necessarily a supporter of Kevin. But that's how motherfuckers are. And that's that sexual politicking. And black people can't rise past that. So that's on them. Keep going. That's all that is. Because these niggas' manhood is predicated on the attention that they're getting from females. There's the governor's mansion. Nigga, you know how long I drove by there? That's how you know. But when you understand the gynocracy, you understand it doesn't surprise you. It's a part of the pattern. And see, when people try to go out their way for whatever narrative they want to try to say, well, the gynocracy doesn't exist. No, you're never going to solve anything believing that, because you don't understand the pattern. You don't understand what the pattern is always trying to get back into formation. This is why, you know, when Obsidian was on King Sigma's last night, and Obsidian just kept, like, he just, like, it's almost as if he's trying to relitigate, like, Manosphere 1.0. Like, he wants to have a reset. And so everything we're just going to talk about again, like it's the first time we've ever talked about it. And I mean, I can understand why he wants to do that, because he built his channel off hostility and basically pissing people off, being a shock jock. I didn't build my shit off that, so I don't have to have a reset. And that's probably one of the biggest disagreements that we have, is that he keeps on wanting to, like, bring shit back to, like, he wants to relitigate shit that's already been proven. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, but whatever. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not that the manosphere is getting exposed, it's that certain people are getting exposed. That's what's happening. Shout out to the black-owned bank, Mechanic and Farmers Bank. Black-owned, second oldest, sixth largest. For those of y'all that don't know. That's really what it is. And I get it. You know, people see this as an opportunity, and they're dealing with shit the only way they know how. Yeah, Crabtree Valley Mall is still there. Crabtree Valley Mall was remodeled. I would go over there, but the thing about it is, my phone is gonna, when you go through Glenwood Avenue, it's, my phone will die out. Not my phone, but it'll buffer like a motherfucker. They haven't emancipated themselves from mental slavery. Ron is saying the manosphere has been talking for 10 years and hasn't accomplished nothing. What would you define as an accomplishment? Give me an example of what you're talking about. Because that's just a general statement. What would you define as an accomplishment? First of all, the manosphere media is not designed. First of all, when you look at the areas of activity are the 5 floors: economics, politics, legal, economics, politics, law, education, and economics, politics, law, media, and education. The manosphere is technically in the quote-unquote media space. So, what is the purpose of media? To increase your influence. The manosphere has definitely accomplished that. So, I'm sorry if you come to this space expecting, because you're fucking dumb, rather than going to the black church that gets billions of dollars from black people, rather than going to the quote-unquote pro-black community offline. I'm sorry. And by the way, individually, BGS, Obsidian's written a book. BGS has attracted academics. So now we're getting in the educational space. You see an entire conversation being changed. And COVID has a lot to do with that. But COVID was the fire. If there's no gasoline, it wouldn't matter. So I think we've accomplished a lot. I think the problem is not what we've accomplished. I think the problem is you don't know how to fucking assess shit. That's really what the issue is. So you say these fucking blanket statements like, oh, well, you all haven't accomplished nothing. Well, by definition, black men ain't accomplished nothing. Because that's what them bitches always be saying, that we ain't built nothing. And you probably be right up under them too, be like, yeah, man, on some black guilt bullshit. Niggas act like but niggas from YouTube supposed to build the fucking black community. Niggas, shut the fuck up. And the reason why I'm responding to you in that way is because it's a bad faith argument. Nigga, why you here then? That's what I want to know. If we a bunch of random niggas ain't doing shit, what the fuck does that say about you that you feel in common communion with us? Niggas don't think. Shit, why don't you ask Umar about what he's accomplished when Umar, they didn't gave Umar damn near $1 million. When black men are being given the main job of the manosphere, and I'll admit that the manosphere needs to do better work on this, is to build black media. That's the main prerogative. That's it. So to that extent, I think we've made some progress. Y'all ain't accomplished shit. Nigga, what the fuck have you done? They hustling YouTube for cash. Dude, I done got emails talking about people. I've changed people's lives. Okay? So, and I don't even get that much money off of YouTube like that. So understand that the people that subscribe to us and follow us, they get real value from what the fuck we talking about. The women basically are lying to them, which is, again, Kevin said outcomes. Look at the women, the outcomes that they're having. Are the women that are listening to these women on black YouTube generally with a couple of the getting better outcomes? No. Nigga, no, nigga, you're here because I allow you to be here. And when I instantly tell you you're not allowed to be here anymore or allowed to comment, then all I got to do is say the word and you're done. Like, I have no problem with dudes having dissenting opinions. I mean, B and Black Excellence and others can definitely attest to that. But what I do have a problem with is disingenuous arguments. And when in the first example of a disingenuous argument, it generally in this space is when niggas try to hold me accountable to the manosphere. Like, nigga, honestly, you're on my channel. So why are you speaking towards the entire manosphere on my channel? Like, as if I'm a 4,000 sub channel. The fuck are you speaking on my shit? Because you know anybody else will not even allow you to talk. So you all go to the basically me, Ramil, and some of the lower sub channels because we're the only ones that's going to even let you speak. The manosphere ain't done this. Nigga, fuck you. You don't have to listen. I tell my subscribers like at least 3-4 times a month. If you don't like what to say, unfucking subscribe. And some of them do. Why on earth would Phil? Well, Phil from the Advice Show technically was a part of the manosphere. But at the end of the day, Phil from the Advice Show, I mean, he's doing all right, but well, first of all, I didn't mention Phil from the Advice Show. So, and you rarely see me mention Phil from the Advice Show. Well, that depends on what version of the manosphere you listen to. If you listen to BGS, Igmore, Black Ram, they're not talking about game balling and tricking. That's some shit. See, a lot of y'all tell on yourselves as to what versions of the manosphere y'all listen to. I'm sorry. I listen to people like Dennis Sperling. I listen to people like Glenn and Cameron. I listen to people that actually have some actual valuable information. I don't listen to a lot of these niggas y'all be listening to. So y'all come in and call that the manosphere. No, that's the shit y'all like. So that says everything about you. Remember what I said about you're responsible for what you listen to. So don't fucking come to me talking about some shit when you all like that shit. Y'all complain about y'all are complaining about Cynthia G, but y'all listen to her. That's y'all fucking problem. I'm not attracted to that content like that. Y'all are. And for the most part, y'all don't see me hanging around channels if that's what they talk about all the time. So that's a commentary to you. And you all try to redirect it by saying, oh, well, the manosphere. No, it's what you like. Phil from the Advice Show, aka what is now Afro Diaspora, is what I call a manosphere adjacent channel. Just like Jada Black is a manosphere adjacent channel, he does his own thing. And the reason why Phil probably won't talk to Kevin is because at the end of the day, the problem with Phil is Phil makes a lot of money off of black women. And the truth is, he's lucky he still has a channel after the black women ran him through the ringer for having a white Hispanic wife. That's the problem. So Phil can't do anything to really exacerbate. That's one of the reasons why he transitioned into fucking African diaspora, to try to expand his audience beyond just America. And I'm not hating on Phil, but that's what it is. So yeah, so Phil is more in the Pan-African space. So generally I would put like more O'Shea with the King Gonda shit, or King Gonda channel, Dynast Amir, like Art Kathy, that's like that network. And that that's a different network than what we're doing here. So I wouldn't call him a manosphere channel, but he is a black man. He's probably a manosphere channel as much as Coach Greg Adams is a black manosphere channel, i.e. he is not. But Phil has had a lot of subs for a long time. Yeah. He's SYSBM. The worst thing you can be is SYSBM, but you still need to make money off black women. That's the worst thing you can be. No, Jada Black is what I call a manosphere adjacent channel. Like y'all see the way y'all I've explained this, and I'm not gonna keep explaining this because y'all niggas look at the club shit. Who's in the inner club of the manosphere? But Jada Black is considered a manosphere channel. He just does his own thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. See, y'all act like everybody is supposed to be quote unquote in the manosphere, and y'all try to use that as a commentary on the manosphere. That has nothing to do with the manosphere. And y'all need to stop doing that. And a lot of y'all like hating on the manosphere. And as far as I'm fucking concerned, if y'all want to hate on the manosphere, why don't y'all see yourselves the fuck out? Because if I don't like something, I'm not going to be in it. I'm not going to be constantly talking shit about something I don't agree with. I see my ass out. And I've never understood why a lot of y'all do that shit. Y'all like to hate on the manosphere, and then y'all in this bitch. Like, that shit annoys the fuck out of me. Yeah, niggas only see their version of the manosphere, and that's what they talking about. And that's why I hate when people say that. But anyway, y'all, I know it's loud as fuck and all that. Y'all done got a good hour out of $1ALEN, $100K, or $Allen100K. Support your boy. And with that being said, this is Edward signing off. Peace.